Grade 12. Unit 10 Workbook. Reading. Page 70. Steve Fossett, a record breaker. In 2002, Steve Fossett became the first person to travel solo round the world in a hot air balloon. His balloon, the Spirit of Freedom, used a mixture of helium and hot air and was 42 meters tall by 18 meters wide. To keep it at a constant altitude, the balloon used a sophisticated autopilot system controlled by a computer. Fossett commenced his journey in Western Australia, traveled east to South America, over the southern Atlantic Ocean towards South Africa, then over the Indian Ocean to reach Australia. This record-breaking solo journey took 14 days, 19 hours, and 50 minutes. Fossett only slept for 4 hours in every 24-hour period and never slept for more than 45 minutes at one time. He frequently had to leave his tiny cabin for the sub-zero exterior in order to check that the balloon's burners were working properly. By the time he arrived in Australia, he had traveled 33,195.10 kilometers and broke the world speed record for a manned balloon flight, achieving at one point a speed of 322.2 km per hour. Steve Fossett was especially pleased with this successful round-the-world journey as it was his sixth attempt. His first attempt had been 6 years earlier, in 1996. One previous attempt, in August 1998, had almost ended in disaster when Fossett's balloon was sucked into a thunderstorm off Australia's northeast coast. The capsule plummeted 30,000 feet into the sea but also caught fire, igniting the balloon's propane burners. Fossett managed to escape through a submerged hatch and clambered aboard his life raft. He was rescued by a boat 10 hours later. Steve Fossett held 4 other world records for non-stop journeys round the world as a sailor and as a solo air pilot. Before Steve Fossett's record attempts, no pilot held world records in more than one class of aircraft. Fossett held them in 4. His other achievements include the absolute altitude record for gliders when he flew at 50,727 feet. For the attempt he and his co-pilot wore full pressure suits. Before his death, Fossett had succeeded in setting 116 records in 5 different sports. Fossett was declared legally dead on February 14, 2008, just over 5 months after a plane he was flying crashed.